Hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. It is week 3 of 2026 of my eBay sales. I'm just calling my eBay sales because I haven't sold anything on any other platform or whatever. So I will get into what sold for those 2 weeks. So 4th of January to the 17th of January, $399.80 in sales, $121.25 in fees, which is including my posts because I'm buying through eBay postage labels, leaving $278.55. That was a total of 8 items. Average sale price $49.98. That's probably up a bit because I sold a doll, one of my personal Barbie dolls, which, yeah, you'll see in a minute what that sold for. So yeah, let's get into each sale item. So on the 4th of January, I sold a tea towel. I've got there in the picture, it says $12.95 plus post, but I think I took an offer because the total, yeah, must have been, or is it? I don't know. $22.65 was my total sale, including the postage. Next item to sell were, I think I picked that tea towel up for $2. I can't remember. The next lot to sell were 4 CDs, The Killers. I picked those up free off the side of the road. Someone had a garage sale, and then at the end of the garage sale, they had all their stuff out for free. So picked up a heap of CDs. Some I've kept, some this lot, I think this is the only lot I've actually put up for sale. I think there are a few others that we kept. So yeah, that was a total of $26.95, including the postage. Next item to sell was a book, Roger Takes Charge, just a vintage kids book. Had it listed for $12.95 plus $8.35 post. I had stuffed up and forgot to put on the tracked envelope price. However, the extra small satchel through eBay post actually works out cheaper than a tracked envelope. So I did send it in the small little extra small padded mailer thing, and I put a piece of cardboard in just to protect it and make it stronger. So it was cheaper to send it in that versus a tracked envelope. And that total sales price was $21.30. Next to sell was one of these models of yesteryear cars, which I've had listed for ages. They were, my brother's from years ago, so they were no cost to me. So another one sold. I think I've got 5 left, 5 or 6. It's less than 10. I was contemplating the other day when I was doing my big cull whether I delist those as well and just donate them, but they do kind of sell one here and there, so I'll probably just leave them up. So that total sale was $20.95. So I think, yeah, he paid full price for that, the $8.95. I did lower them by $1 at the start of the year, so I dropped them from $9.95 to $8.95 plus post. So yeah, that sold for the full asking price of $8.95. So the next item to sell was this Barbie pink in Pantone doll. I had it listed for $199.95 plus 16 post. It's been up for quite a while. Lots of watchers have been sending out offers. I sent out an offer of 15%. It was around 175. Someone counted me 160. I said no. I think I counted 170. I thought that's as low as I'll go, and they pretty sure that's what they took because it sold for 186. Does that make sense? Yeah, 170 plus 16. Yeah, so they paid $170 plus the 16 post. So that's good to get one of those out. I still have, I have decided to list some of my Silkstone Barbies. I did find a box of other dolls in the shed during part of my cull that I thought I'd list, but as usual, when I open them up and look at them, I think, no, I want to keep them. They're so pretty. So I've put those back in the shed. So I think I might just sell 1 or 2 of my Silkstones, which are sitting behind me somewhere up there. Or I might not. I'll probably end up, what happens is, as I said, I open the box or I photograph them and then I think, oh, they're so pretty, but yeah, I just need money, to be honest. I need money. And if I'm not selling other stuff on eBay, collectible things like Barbie dolls, I'm probably more likely to sell those than, vintage books or whatever. So still thinking about that. Next to sell was a Healing with the Fairies Oracle cards. I've had these listed for yonks. I think I paid $1 at an op shop. I did, when I was cleaning out my shelving, I did delist a lot. I think I delisted a lot of stuff that was less than $20. And then a couple things I've added back in, and this was one of them. I can't remember if I had originally listed them at $9.95 or I did delist them, checked out the price, adjusted, and then relisted. So it was a delist, relist, and now they've sold, and the total on that was $29.95. So yeah, they paid $19.95 plus the $10 post. Next to sell at last was this puppet, which I bought, oh my God, I don't even know how long ago. I know I paid $5 for that one. I've had it listed for a long time. I had it listed really high because ones that I'd seen sold for quite a bit. I mean, I think they're so ugly and weird, but anyway. But then people probably think that about my Blythe dolls, that they are ugly and weird and creepy. So there's something for everyone. So yeah, I did take an offer on that. I had it listed, I think I'd had it listed at like $80, dropped it to $60, then I've dropped it again. And I sold it for $40 plus the $20 post. And I can't remember what the postage actually cost me. I think it was like $14. It wasn't anywhere near that. But I did have to go out and buy a box, which cost me like $3 something. So anyway, total sale price was $60. So I was happy to get rid of that. And then lastly, a book. I sold the Making Cloth Dolls book. Had it listed for $27.99 plus 12 post. I think I had a bit of back and forth on offers, and I ended up selling it for $32 all up. So I think they offered me 10 or 15, and then I counted 20, and they've taken it. So that was it. That were my sales for the 2 weeks. And so, as I said, I haven't worked out how I'm going to manage my money. I'm going to try not to touch it, but you know, we need a skip. A skip is like what, $400 to $500. We need to get rid of some rubbish. So whether I tap into it, I don't know. But my savings total currently is sitting at $310.33. So there you go. That is my 2 weeks of sales. I have not listed anything on eBay. I have not photographed anything for those 2 weeks. I might have done it, like I said, delisted and relisted, or sold, you know, sold similar, just to, you know, refresh something. But I can't even think I've done anything like that for the last week. Still got some stuff to go through and work out whether I bother photographing it and listing it, or whether I just keep doing giveaways. I have given away well over 500 books over the last week and a bit since Christmas, just doing freebies on Marketplace and just say, come to my garage or come to my carport and just take whatever you want. So that's my focus at the moment, is just to try to get rid of my own personal stuff as well that has just been building up and is just out of control, and just clearing up our shed and just trying to just cut down the amount of stuff I've got. So, and we're still in that cleanup mode as well. Yesterday I put more stuff out, a cupboard, some clothing racks, because part of our renos, our wardrobe built in, you know, we've had to move rooms. We didn't have a wardrobe, so we had all these racks. Now we're back in our room and we've got our built-in wardrobe. So we had like 5, you know, adjustable clothing racks we didn't need. So I put those up on Marketplace, and someone came and got the lot yesterday. What I might do is, I did film a short a few weeks ago just showing my eBay shelves before I thought about culling, and then I've just taken a video of what they look like now, as to what is actually listed. So I've got 5 shelves? 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves and a couple tubs. That's all I've got at the moment. So I might just tack those videos onto the end of this one so you can see how much difference there is. But yeah, I did go to an op shop the other day, didn't buy anything for eBay, did buy something for myself, and I just thought, oh my God, I've already broken my January no op shop rule. And I'm so annoyed at myself because, yeah, I bought a couple games for my husband and a cookbook at 50 cents, another cookbook, but it was a low sugar snack, like sweet cookbook. So I thought, stuff for the kids' lunchboxes. But yeah, I realized I cannot go near an op shop without being tempted to spend. So if I'm not selling stuff on eBay to try and make money, then as I said in one of my other videos, I need to stop spending and I need to avoid op shops, which means that I won't be getting stuff to sell on eBay. So anyway, we'll see how we go. I've just got to get some willpower and not spending and buying crap. But yeah, that's my week. So Not sure if I'll do one next week or just do them fortnightly. We'll see how I go, because as I said, I'm mostly focused on decluttering and just cleaning up my stuff, and then yeah, just wanting to get back into my own personal stuff of crafting and trying to cut money on spending on processed food and stuff like that, and doing more baking and, you know, doing stuff for lunch boxes, which will take up my time because I absolutely hate cooking. So yeah, eBay may just totally drop off this year. I don't know. See how we go. Anyway, thank you for watching, and yeah, see you whenever. So this is the state of my eBay shelves and other stuff. As you can see, I've got a lot of stuff, and so I think you can probably see. I mean, let's just even go around here. I mean, look at that. And that's just personal stuff. But yeah, this shelf, those two bottoms, that one, and that one. Those two are stuff that's not listed. Well, actually, some of it might be. I think I've just kind of melded, whatever the word is, stuff together because I'm running out of space. So I just want to get rid of a lot of stuff and have a lot less listings going into the new year. I've got still all the books in the shed from our garage sale. I'm thinking of just delisting most of this stuff here and just adding it to those books in the shed and doing just a bulk offer on Facebook Marketplace, just saying make me an offer, but you have to take the lot. So I think that's where I'm at. Yeah, I just want to declutter a lot of stuff. So eBay shelves are the starting point. So just an update on where I've got with the shelves. So that shelf, that one, and the bottom, that is the entirety of my eBay listings. So if you saw my, I think it was a short I put up that I was getting ready to declutter. So I have seriously culled, actually, sorry, I lie. There's two tubs there. Those black tubs have got toys and clothes, but they're not full. They're not chockers. But yeah, so I have culled my listings from about 500 down to about 240 or something. Definitely at least halved them. And I did massive giveaways on Facebook to get rid of all the books, not just the eBay stuff, but some of my kids' stuff, just, you know, all the stuff that I've had. This shelf, I'm contemplating selling those Daphne's Diary magazines because they sell for a ton of money. That is still to be sorted. And then that shelf over there with the cookie jar, and that is still to be sorted. But yeah, totally culled a lot of stuff. And I may even do more. Yeah, the rest of the room is another thing. So that is still stuff to sort out. So still a way to go, but I have been focusing on clearing out my garage a lot and giving away a lot of stuff that's not eBay stuff and just personal stuff.